Hello Bambinos and welcome to week 2 of the UPBA. Today we are up against Root and the NJ Brobats. We actually have Root's footage for you today to see since unfortunately my laptop decided to completely shit itself during the recording and my video was useless. So shout out to Root for sending me his side of the battle, but I can do some post-comms with that, so that's cool. You can check Root out in the description below along with all of the coaches in the UPBA this season. So yeah, looking at this matchup right here, I'll explain a few of my sets since you can't see them from this side. I had a Scarf Zero Aura just in case he had like Scarf plus Seth to like sweep me. I didn't want to get swept by that, so that was kind of some insurance for that. I was at AV Spadef Landorus to basically be a offensive Aegislash switch in or a Specs Aegislash. Titar comes in on Blacephalon all day. Malmetal is here for the Kyurem, but I had to fear the special or mixed Kyurem. I have absolutely no switch into that, so I just had to pray and hope that it wasn't special in any way. Articuno kind of threatens his Zero Aura switch-ins, and that was my plan really. So you see here that Root decides to lead with the Aegislash, and I believe I decided to lead with the Zero Aura. So let's get into the battle. Unfortunately, I've got no way of playing this in like fast forward either, so we're just doing this real time. So there's me, I lead O'Malley, the Zero Aura. Just to get a bit of momentum, as I know I'm scarfed, so I could just freely... I know he's got the 2 ground types in the back, but I felt like even if he did switch into one of them on the Volt Switch, I could just go hard Articuno on either Size or Sandslash. So I just go for the Volt Switch. As you see there, that the Aegislash clicks Autotomize. Volt Switch does a nice chunk. And, you know, fearing that this could be Specs or offensive, I go into my switch in, which was the AV Landorus. Landalorian. Get the Intimidate off, just in case it's physical. And yeah, reveals the Autotomize. So this Aegislash is now very, very fast. You can see his set here, Shadow Ball, Destiny Bond, Close Combat. So, Close Combat obviously going to be doing nothing at -1. He's hovering over the Destiny Bond, and he does decide to eventually click the Destiny Bond. I think he was more worried about Landorus than I thought he'd be. So he was just willing to take a life for a life on this Destiny Bomb right here, very early into the game, and just remove Landorus if possible. I imagine he was calcing it at this point, but yeah. He does eventually click the Destiny Bond. There it is. And it's faster than me, as I just went for the EQ, which will take out the Aegislash, and I myself will go down to the Destiny Bond. Now, at the time, I wasn't too bothered about this, because like I described, this Lando was my Aegislash switch-in. Of course, Lando could have been helpful as well elsewhere, but it wasn't like, oh, without this I lose to Blacephalon or I lose to Kyurem. It wasn't that important to me really. But I think obviously it could have been useful elsewhere. See, now we both have to like pick a lead again, which is kind of risky. He's gone for the MILTANK, which is very, very unfortunate for me. I kind of thought that maybe he could get some free rocks up with Sandslash or Sizotoad, seeing as I led with Zero Aura to begin with. So I didn't want to go Zero Aura again on one of his ground types. So I go to the Articuno to try and counter the ground types. But he just goes into the MILTANK, which I wasn't really expecting. And you can see the set on this MILTANK, Body Press, Ice Beam. I guess the Ice Beam is for the Lando, and Body Press for everything else. Now, my Articuno set, I think, is like U-Turn, Freeze Dry, Roost, Defog. I didn't have Defog. I had Toxic, and I took it off for Defog last minute, which honestly was a bad thing to do, because I should have just been able to click Toxic here. But what I actually wanted to do was click Freeze Dry to find out whether this was Thick Fat or Sap Sipper. And I found out very early that it was Thick Fat. I thought it might have been Sap Sipper to be a switch-in for his Sizotoad and Sandslash. But he just takes very little damage from that Freeze Dry and gets a free Curse. And we find out that it's lefties. So now this thing's +1 in attack and defense. It's just going for it again. I kind of have to hard switch or just U-turn out because I'm not touching this with Articuno. U-turn does obviously nothing. Does less than lefties is healing it. And I'm thinking now, what do I bring in here? Because I don't have any special offense on this team. I really didn't think I'd need it. Probably a stupid thing. So I go into Herman Clump, the Melmetal, on the second curse. I'm choice band Melmetal. I'm like, this is +2 in defense. I don't know how much damage I'm doing. Like I said, my laptop had absolutely shat itself. I couldn't even calc. My laptop just wasn't responding. I couldn't calc whether Superpower would be doing more than Double Iron Bash, but I didn't want to be in a position where I Superpower and he just heals it off, and I'm then -1 attack and have to switch out. So I'm pretty sure I just go for the Double Iron Bash here. I think this is me trying to calc in this time, but my laptop's just having absolutely none of it. So we're about to see what a choice band Double Iron Bash does to a +2 defense Miltank, and what a +2 body press does to Melmetal. So this Miltank fires off the body press. It does a huge chunk, like bang on 50%, which is really unfortunate because if it was just under 50%, it would have been a lot more helpful. I probably could have got another hit off. But we see that the bash only does about like 45 to 50%. I guess more like 50. Doesn't like literally bang on 50. And with the lefties and the milk drink, we are just not able to break this Miltank. I go for another bash here, not knowing for sure if they were going to click the milk drink or just go for another body press and take me out. I was worried about losing Herman Clump here because, like I said, this is my only soft Kyromancer. But I have to try and break this. So Miltank goes for the milk drink. Back to full. We have to hit our bashes. And we hit a massive crit on the first hit of a Double Line Bash. Like, huge crit. We absolutely needed that to stay in this game. And it brings it down to 26 HP. But with the lefties and it being faster and getting another milk drink off, like, I'm pretty sure it can outlive us. It can heal more than we're doing. Unless I get another crit. So I'm fairly certain that he has to milk drink again here. Otherwise he kills me and then I revenge it. So he goes for another milk drink. As I try and get another bash crit, which probably wasn't the play. But you know, you get 2 chances to crit in a 2-hit move. And we don't get it on this one. And like I said, we're losing this war of attrition here. He's ending up on more health each turn after the bashes. Another milk drink comes off. I'm not sure if it's now or the next turn that I decide to switch out. Because I'm just looking like I can't go into T-Tar because I need that Persephone. Oh, I stay in. I try and get another crit. Like, I knew I was losing this, but I thought play for my crits here because that's the only way I think I'm ever going to break this thing. We unfortunately do not manage to get another crit, and this Miltank's pretty much back to, like, if it goes for a milk drink here, it's back to near full health. So this must be the point I decided to switch out, as my opponent decides to go for another milk drink, I believe. See, now I'm thinking I need to get rid of these lefties. So I go into my Serena, I think. Oh no, I go into a Mali first. Because I'm a mix set. I thought I have to try and hit this on the special side. I've got Volt Switch and Grass Knot for the Size of Toad and the Sand Slash, the Grass Knot. So I'm a mixed offense, Scarf, Aurora. So I go through the Bolt Switch as they go for the body press. So obviously without any Spadef boost, that does a little bit more than any physical attack probably would. And here is where I go into Serena. 15 love does come out. Body press, +2 body press straight into the Serena. Again, just like 52%, which is really annoying. Like these rolls, like if I could live 2 hits, that would have been perfect. But unfortunately, I can only really take 1. So I feel like I have to knock off here just to get rid of these lefties, because these lefties are killing me. I feel like there's a chance that Melmetal could maybe pick it off from like 50 if I get good rolls without the lefties. But they go for another milk drink here, I think, or do they just go for the kill? I believe they go for the kill, actually. Yeah, I go for the knockoff. I need to just take these lefties off them. Serena really wasn't that important to me. It was really more about scaring out the Cytotoad and Sandslash when Zeraora was in. So we lose Serena here, and this MILTANK claims its first life. Now I think I might go into my Tyranitar here. I've got Toxic Tyranitar. I kind of work out from the damage that this must be max bulk and have no speed on it, whereas I do have speed on my Tyranitar. So I just have to pray and hope that I can get this Toxic off before it kills me. Tyranitar Binks is in. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm calculating whether I can be faster, because I've got like moderate speed on this T-Tyre. This has to be max bulk on this MILTANK to be eating these double iron bashes like that. So MILTANK does just go for the body press. We are faster. We do land the Toxic, which is important. If we want to take this thing down, it can't just outlive us forever now. But body press, obviously, is just going to destroy Tyranitar at +2. And MILTANK claims its second life. But at this point, I think Blacephalon would just rip through me now that I've lost my T-Tyre. It was my only real switch into Blacephalon. So now that this thing's down to like 40-something%, I know if I go Malmo, he's just going to milk drink that off. But then with the Toxic in the sand, I'm not sure how much good that is. So I go into O'Malley. Like I said, I'm a mixed set. And I am packing the CC. I don't think CC ever kills when this is at +2, and I'm not even max attack because of the mix set. But I do have to try and get this damage. I go for the CC. It barely does even half of what I had left. Puts me at -1. And the MILTANK pops off another body press and takes its 3rd life. As Zeraora goes down, all my speedy offensive pressure is now gone. My switch into Blacephalon is gone. Toxic damage leaves MILTANK on 1 HP. The only thing I have faster than this at this point is Articuno. So I just go with Articuno to click U-turn, I guess, or do I go for the freeze dry? Because I should be faster, even though I haven't got any speed on my Articuno. I must have something actually if I'm faster than this, and this is like oh yeah, curse versus minus speed, doesn't it? I actually didn't think that at the time. I didn't think about how it's -2 speed. Only in post-com am I realizing that it was at -2 speed. So yeah, Articuno will finally pick off the kill, but honestly it's far too late. Articuno could like 1v1 the Sandslash and the Cytotoad, but in comes the Kyurem. I also have Miracle on this and quite a lot of Spadef. So if Blacephalon did come in and it wasn't Specs, we saw it with Scarf. If it wasn't Specs, I'm pretty sure I could live a hit and go for Miracle. But this was about the only thing that could destroy me with the Fusion Bolt. We actually surprisingly take that really, really well for an Articuno. And U-turn out into the Melmetal. We're just praying that at the 50% that we're at, we can take a Fusion Bolt at this point. But if you were paying attention to the moveset just then, this was a mixed Kyurem, and it does have Earth Power. As you can see there's the Earth Power. I can live in Earth Power from full, but not from 50. So, unfortunately, the damage that MILTANK did was important, will finish me off. I think that did about 70-75 without, obviously if I didn't take that 50% from the body press. But that will be pretty much game, because in comes Articuno here. We saw that this is faster. We saw the damage that Fusion Bolt does. Pace AP is just here to have its cool cry and then get popped. Honestly, a super, super good bring from Root, the Cursed MILTANK. I didn't really prep for it at all. Kind of a bad bring on my part to not have any special offense, really. All I could have had was Chandelier, but it was thick fat, so yeah, that MILTANK actually checked my team very, very well. Brilliant bring. But it was unfortunate because it just walled me out and I didn't get to show off any of my sets. But we lose 4-0. We're currently 1-1 in the UPBA, and we'll be back next week for another battle. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Later, nerds.